Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Cressi Nano Crystal Mask. So this is a kind of an option of the Nano mask that has crystal clear silicone skirt, which means it's allowing tons of light to come in. It's a relatively low volume mask, so it fits quite tightly onto your face, and on the inside there's very little airspace, so as you're swimming down you don't have to equalize it quite as often. So yeah, let's take a closer look. Okay, so this is how it arrives. It comes in a little box, protective. It's a solid plastic box, Cressi on the front, just barcodes on the side, and Cressi sub on the top. A little attachment loop if you want to use that, and then a separate lid that pops off. Inside you have your mask. We'll take a closer look at that in a second, but you also get an instruction manual. Yeah, basically, but that's just going to be sort of information about the warranty and, yeah, I suppose how to use your mask, directions for use. Yeah, let's take a closer look at the mask itself. Okay, so the mask itself. So this is, I suppose, technically a framed mask, but the frame itself is so small and minute, you barely even notice it, and it's kind of the best of both worlds. It has the structure of a framed mask, but the low profile of a frameless mask. On the front, so you can see it has a decent sized nose pocket on this, so even if you have a large nose and you struggle to find masks, this one should be pretty comfortable. And the silicone, you might be able to see a line straight down there. The silicone gets a little bit thinner just over the nose pocket, so when you're equalizing, the silicone itself isn't kind of pushing back. It's very soft and pliable, so you can equalize really easily. Twin lenses, traditional teardrop lens, the little T in the glass there, so that stands for tempered glass, nice and strong. This is fairly standard glass itself. It's actually pretty good. It could almost be optical grade because you can't quite see that kind of green tint that you get on really basic glass. This is a bit more blue, so it actually has fewer impurities, so that's pretty good. That's just going to sort of improve the quality of what you can see under the water, fewer distortions, and sort of color correction is going to be much more accurate. Now, going on to the side, just around this edge, you can see the frame, but the buckles themselves are attached by this separate section of sort of pretty tough silicone. So you can see it's got a bit of movement in there, and also that buckle is going to hinge as well. So no matter where you want that mask buckle to direct, it's going to be nice and comfortable and sort of hold the mask in position. Simple mask strap to adjust like any others. So it's got a one-way ratchet strap with micro adjustments, lots of little teeth, so you can get it to the perfect length. But to lengthen the strap off, you lift up this kind of white tab here, lift that up, and that just releases that mechanism so you can lengthen the strap off. Strap itself, you can see is got on this one, has got a sort of a silver effect to it, which is pretty cool. Pretty traditional design with that sort of two strap that cradles the back of your head. You got this tab at the top with 4 dimples so that you can feel for it, just so you can adjust that strap in the water. Taking a look at the skirt itself, so the skirt is incredibly clear. You can actually see straight through it, whereas other clear skirts, they are clear, but they're nowhere near as clear as this. That's why it's called the Crystal Nano Mask, because of this very crystal clear sort of mask skirt. It's still silicone, very nice, soft, pliable silicone, but what's that sort of helping to do is to allow light from the sides and the top to get into the mask, so even as you're sort of diving through the water, you can still see things out of the side of your view, so if your buddy's swimming past you, you can see them before they're right on top of you. On the inside, you'll see we have this second internal skirt, pretty small. compared to most masks, but because this has a low internal volume, it's still creating that really wide seal all the way around your face. Because the lenses are that much closer to your eyes, it's actually increasing your field of clear view, sort of forward vision, but it means that you don't need quite as much of a sort of a second internal seal. Yeah, you can see we have these ribs down the side, so that's just maintaining the strength and the shape of the skirt, so that even as you dive under the water, even as the mask starts to sort of squeeze a little bit, it's still going to maintain its shape and its structure before you equalize it by sort of blowing into your nose. And just down here, just over your top lip, you might be able to see a second line in that silicone. That's just, again, sort of making that silicone thinner so it can seal against your top lip. Okay, so that's the Cressi Nano Crystal Mask. A really nice low volume mask, and really made for free divers, snorkelers, and scuba divers. It has a relatively limited field of view, but the trade-off is that you have a really low internal volume, so you don't have to equalize it quite as often. One of the biggest selling points for me is in that silicone skirt. Very, very clear. That's why they give it a unique name, the silicone crystal clear. Yeah, it's a smart mask, but yeah, it's relatively low volume, so you're trading field of view. There's going to be more information on our website, simplyscuba.com. There'll be a link down in the description below. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving.